Okay, Jan, so it sounded like what you wanted to do was transfer pictures from this spreadsheet, the force diagram worksheet, onto PowerPoint. And I think there are a couple of different ways you can do this. The first way that I would, normally do is I would click on the picture here of the guy somewhere on the picture, and then I would go edit, copy, and then I would go over to my PowerPoint that I wanted to do. So let me go over here to PowerPoint. I'm going to make a new one, and let me make a new slide here. So new slide. I'm going to get rid of this box that's there so that I just have some white space. And then if I go paste, my guy is going to show up there. And then I can do the same thing with this grid here for drawing the force diagram. Now, I'm going to click on it once, and the grid's a little bit trickier because it's actually a table that we inserted inside of another table. And so the thing to do is either to highlight all of the things, and then if I do copy, and I go over here, and if I right click, I can also get to paste. All right, that's going to work, but it's going to put this weird box around it. So I can try to shrink it, but then it shrinks the whole thing, which isn't helpful. The other thing I can do is if I highlight it, if you notice in the upper left-hand corner, you get this little cross thing. If you click on that, that's another way of selecting it. I think if I right-click on it, I can go copy, or if I just, so let's see if that worked. If I right-click, and then I go here and I go paste. All right, it still gives me that weird ring around it, which I don't want. Let me try selecting it again, and then I'm going to go edit, copy. I'm going to get rid of this one, and I'm going to go paste. Whoops, not paste special. Paste. No. All right, well, I guess you probably could leave it there with that, and that might work. If you just unclick, it'll still show up fine if you do it this way. Now, there's actually another way to transfer these things over to PowerPoint, and I kind of like the second way a little bit better. So I'm going to make a new slide for this and get rid of this text box. So the second way is to actually have a program take a picture of this guy and then to take a picture of this one right here. And then what you do is you copy those pictures onto here. And this is nice because then you can resize it and you don't have to worry about things getting all blown out of proportion. So let me show you how to do that. The first thing is I'm going to turn off my non-printing characters so that they don't wind up in the picture. And then I'm going to use a program called Grab. Now I can get to Grab either by going to Spotlight and searching for it, or I can get to Grab by clicking on my Finder guy so my windows come up. I go to Applications and then I scroll down and I look for Utilities. I open that up, and once that opens up, Grab is one of the utilities. Okay, so I just opened up Grab. If you see up here, it tells me I've opened up Grab, and I go to, let me go back to Grab here. All right, there's Grab. All right, I'm going to go to Capture Selection. And then what you do is you draw a box, okay, around the thing that you want to take the picture of. And it gives me a little image of it. I'm going to do copy, and then I'm going to go over to my PowerPoint and I'm going to do paste. Okay, and there's my picture. And then I'm going to do the same here with this, with my grid. So let me go back to Grab. Now Grab should show up in my taskbar here. So I'm going to go down. It's this icon that has the scissors on it, and I'm going to close the picture because I don't need the picture anymore from Grab. I don't need to save it. And then I'm going to go to, so Grab is open again. I know it because up here in the corner it says Grab. I'm going to go to Capture. I want to capture just a selection that I choose. And then I'm going to draw my box again around the grid that I want. It's going to take the picture. Okay, and now it gives me this little picture version, and I'm going to copy that picture onto my PowerPoint. So I go to my PowerPoint and I do my paste right there. Okay, and there's that. The nice thing about having this as a picture is that you can resize it really easily. If I click in the bottom left-hand corner, okay, I can, you know, resize it to anything I want, and it looks pretty good whenever I resize it. So I've done that, and I've got my little guy here. I'm going to resize him, move him over to the left. It's a little pixelated, so it doesn't look 100% great, but I think it does the job. So anyway, there's two ways to do it in to copy them over. Um, the first way we did it was we actually selected the drawing, and I did copy and I pasted it over, and I got the guy over here, and then I went over here. I did a copy and a paste, and it copied the elements over here. However, we had a little bit of a problem with our grid. In the second case, we took a snapshot of both using this program called Grab, and then we just copied the picture over here and over here. Now, the downside of having a picture is I can't edit the guy anymore, so I can't like get rid of the bag very easily or resize the bag. Because this is a picture and they're no longer separate lines and elements, so I can't edit each one separately. The same over here, I can't go in and like edit the word bag because it's now a picture and the word bag is not a separate element. So there's some downside to taking the pictures, but the pictures make it so much easier to copy over, and if you're happy with what you have, it works really well. Okay? All right, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.